We're back here at the student farm, and joining me again is Linda Carrier, who's one of the co-managers for this farm. And Linda, it's been a bountiful summer, right?
It has.
So
it certainly has.
We're headed into fall. Tell us a little bit about how your summer is winding down right now.
Okay. Well, it's really kind of ramping back up again. A lot of our, we had cool season crops early in the spring, harvested those, and then we went right into the summer season crops. We still have tomatoes, okra, peppers, watermelons, and several other things that are still going, pumpkins, and as a matter of fact, too. So,
right, we're into October, and it's like 90 degrees out here.
I know.
So it's kind of, the warm season crops are still pushing on.
Yeah.
You've got some cool season crops I see behind us here that have been in the ground for a couple of months.
Yeah. We started them from seeds in July, early July, at the Greenhouse Learning Center on campus. And then about mid-August, we came out here and transplanted. I think we've got probably about 4,000 plants out here. Okay. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. We direct seeded some beets, and then we recently started some lettuce as well, and we'll get that transplanted before long too.
Okay, so they're kind of not enjoying this heat right now.
No, yeah, it's a little,
but
warm.
The weather should cool off hopefully as we transition back into that cooler season.
Right.
So it's nice to be able to really you've been growing since February out here?
Yeah.
And when do you anticipate that maybe your harvest will end, do you think?
I would say when it freezes.
Yeah.
We'll probably some of this stuff, if we get a light frost on it, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So
it's kind of impressive how many production months you can get out of Oklahoma's weather here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. I know this was the first year for growing here, and you did a lot last winter to get everything kind of situated. What's the plan this winter?
Okay. Well, so we started on 2.5 acres of land, which sounds like not very much, but this 2.5 acres has produced over 50,000 pounds of produce that has gone to Our Daily Bread.
That's amazing.
So we're pleased with that, and Our Daily Bread is as well, and hopefully other people are too.
And those numbers are going up daily,
yes.
right?
Oh yeah, because we harvest daily.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so you're going to expand, or tell us a little bit what's the next step?
So the next step is, now that we've got our cool season crops in here, we're going to concentrate on the east side of this property and developing it just like we did this side.
Okay.
So we're starting out with, it was all grass. So we sprayed the grass to kill it, and then we flail mowed it. And then.
So tell us a little bit about flail mowing versus brush hogging and using other forms of cutting.
Right. A flail mower is really if you're doing a lot of vegetable gardening, I would highly recommend it.
Okay.
It breaks it up into small pieces to where it makes it so much better for mulching. It mulches it. Where a brush hog has just one blade that works horizontal and just shoots it out. This flail mows it, works parallel, and it drops it directly below it and in small pieces. Okay. So it's much easier to break up. It works great on vines. We used it several years ago in some trials for sweet potatoes when we were getting ready to harvest them, and took the flail mower over the sweet potatoes, and it just ground them up really fine.
Oh, very good.
So it made it a lot easier to harvest.
So the vines don't get twisted up in the rotary action of the brush hog. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. So the flail mower is really, if you're a vegetable producer, I would highly recommend having one.
Okay. So another 2.5 acres on the other side that you'll be doing? All right. And so again, deer is always a concern. I know this fence saved you numerous times.
Yes.
Will you also be doing the same as well over there?
Same thing over there. We'll, our plan is, now that we've got it flail mowed, we're going to come in and disc it and get the ground all worked in, get all that grass and everything worked into there, help with organic matter. And then from there, we are going to we'll let it sit for a while and decompose, and then we'll plant cover crops.
Okay.
So.
And I know you've got some cover crops behind us because it is so hot and trying to get seeds growing. You got a little irrigation going.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what kind of cover crops you've selected this year.
Okay. Well, what we did on this area here, that area back behind us has already been, we used that early in the spring, and we decided that we'll just cover crop it now. So we put crimson clover in. We normally would add wheat to it, but we just went straight with crimson clover. We were trying to time it on an event where we had rain coming, so we had the crimson clover, so we planted it, and it came up in 4 days.
Very good. And now the rain got shut off, so the irrigation's on.
Exactly.
And that's an important thing, I think, that a lot of home gardeners might think about is watching the forecast, right? And
Exactly.
timing your seed planting with
Yeah.
hopefully a rain to help with
Yeah.
that germination.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were watching the radar that day that we planted it, and we saw the rain coming in and thought we got just enough time to get that in the ground. And by the time we got the planter unhooked and cleaned up, it started sprinkling. So it was perfect timing.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it sounds like you've got a busy winter ahead of you.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
next year you'll be twice as busy. I hope you still offer us a
Yeah.
little bit of your time.
Certainly, we'll try to.
Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you. Thanks.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.